Okay, hello everyone. Good day. So in this recorded discussion, we will cover Module 2, Subtopic 3, Value Chain Analysis, and Subtopic 4, Mind Mapping. So in our last meeting, we discussed also our Module 2, Subtopic 1 and Subtopic 2, which is scoping, design brief and visualization, and also for Subtopic 4, Subtopic 2, journey mapping, respectively. Okay, so here are our learning objectives. First, define what is value chain. Second, understand when to use value chain analysis. Next, we have to understand how to observe users under natural habitat and efficient extract useful patterns from collected data. Okay? So, a value chain analysis or VCA is the process where the firm identifies its primary and support activities that add value to its final products and then analyzes these activities to reduce cost or increase differentiation. So, value chain represents the internal activities of a firm engages in when transforming the inputs to outputs. So, I want you to watch this video, guys, about value chain analysis. What is value chain? So, value chain, by the way, it was designed by Michael Porter. Okay, so ito yung approach methodology na come up ni Michael Porter. Okay? So let's watch this, guys.
What is a value chain? A string of collaborating players who work together to satisfy market demands for specific products or services is called a value chain. The intent of a value chain is to increase the value of a product or service. Value chains integrate a variety of supply chain activities throughout the product or service lifecycle, such as determination of customer needs, production, distribution, marketing, and after-sales service. What is a value stream? It is a sequence of activities required to design, produce, and deliver a good or service to the market. It may be controlled by a single business or by a network of several businesses. For a product, value stream encompasses raw material supplier, manufacturer, and distribution network. For a service, value stream consists of suppliers, technology, service producer, and distribution channel. What is value stream mapping? It is a two-step process. First, you draw the value stream map or flow of your current supply chain, and then you draw an improved and most effective flow for your product or service. What is Porter's value chain? Porter's value chain focuses on systems and how inputs are changed into the outputs. Using this viewpoint, Porter described a chain of activities that are common to all businesses, and he divided them into two types of activities: primary activities and support activities. It is illustrated in this figure. Primary activities. They are related to the physical creation, sale, maintenance, and support of a product or service. They consist of inbound logistics, operations, outbound logistics, marketing and sales, and service. Inbound logistics are the processes related to receiving, storing, and distributing inputs. Operations are the activities that change inputs into outputs. Here, operational systems create value. Outbound logistics are the activities that deliver your product or service to your customer. Marketing and sales are the processes you use to persuade clients to purchase from you instead of your competitors. Service are the activities related to after-sales service. Support activities. They support the primary activities. In our diagram, the dotted lines show that each support activity plays a role in each primary activity. For example, procurement supports operations with certain activities, but it also supports marketing and sales with other activities. Support activities are procurement or purchasing, human resource management, technological development, and infrastructure. Procurement is what the organization does to get the resources it needs to operate. This includes finding vendors and negotiating best prices. Human resource management is how well a company recruits, trains, motivates, and rewards its workers. Technological development activities relate to managing and processing information. An infrastructure is a company's support systems and the functions that allow it to maintain daily operations. For example, accounting, legal, administrative, and general management.
Okay, so here are the summary of the from the video. So we get one, two, three, four things, no, that we have to um, analyze, or we will bullet those things, no. We have a first we have the value chain. Okay, so again, a value chain consists of collaborating players who work together to satisfy the market demands for a specific product or services. Its purpose is to increase the value of the product, service by integrating various supply chain activities throughout the product or service life cycle, such as determining the customer's needs, the production, the distribution, marketing, and after sales service. Next, number two thing na tinakol doon sa video is ang value stream. So what is value stream? So a value stream is a sequence of activities during the design, produce, and deliver the goods or service to the market. So it may be controlled by a single business or a network or several businesses. So for a product, the value stream includes the raw materials, suppliers, manufacturers, and distribution network. So for example, for a service, it includes suppliers, technology, service producers, and distribution channels. So next, we have to map the value stream. No, so meaning we have to value stream mapping. No, so a value stream mapping is a two-steps process where the first draw of the current value stream, map to the supply chain, and then create and improve the most effective flow of the products or service. So according to Porter's value chain, Porter's value chain focuses on how the inputs are transformed into outputs within the system. So he divided the chain of activities common to all businesses into two types. We have primary and support activities. Okay, sa primary, it relates to the physical creation, for example, sale, maintenance, and support or a product or service. No? So this include the inbound logistics. For example, sa inbound logistics, meron tayong receiving, storing, distribution, or distributing inputs, for example. Then next, for the operation naman, transforming the inputs to outputs, we have the outbound logistics. So meaning, outbound logistics, delivering the products or services to the customers. Then, after that, marketing and sales, persuading client to purchase, and service after sales support. Kailangan meron siyang after sales support. Then, ano yung support activities, no? The second part of um, porter chain, no? Activities. Number one, number two, support activities. So, support activities is a primary support or primary activities that include procurement, acquiring resources, human resource management, or meaning sa under resource management, recruiting, training, motivating, and rewarding workers. For technology development naman, there are managing and processing the information. For the infrastructure, that we have the support system for daily operations like the accounting, the legal counsel or legal staffs, administrative, and general management. Okay, so that's how value chain works. Okay. Okay. Next we have um, let's understand for let's understand what is value chain analysis. Again, it is a strategy or a tool to analyze the internal firm. It's a goal to recognize which activities are most valuable. For example, the source of cost and differentiation advantage to the firm, which one could be improved to provide competitive advantage. So, in other words, guys, by looking into the internal activities, the analysis reveals where's the firm competitive advantages or disadvantages are. So, the firm that competes through the differentiation advantage will try to perform its activities better than the competitors would do. Okay? So, if it competes through the cost advantage, it will try to perform internal activities at lower cost than the competitors would do. Okay, so when a company is capable of producing goods at the lower cost than the market price or to provide superior products, it earn profits. Okay, so yun. So when to use value chain analysis? So in conducting an end-to-end value chain analysis, it is important part of the exploration phase in the search of profitable growth opportunities. So you don't want to begin the what if stage. So by not knowing what makes the new business model attractive to your firm and which part of the existing models are worth protecting. So before we proceed, the what if stage. So where you are exploring and brainstorming a new business model. So this is a crucial, guys, to have a solid understanding of your current model. So this means knowing what the demand or a profit or scalability or alignment with your company's strengths and goals. So it's the time also you should always should be aware of the valuable parts of the existing business model. Okay, so this could be the key of assets, process, and competitive advantages that you want to preserve and leverage. Okay, so starting with the what if, the stage without this knowledge is risky because you might overlook important opportunities or threats. Okay, so essentially, you need to a clear map of what works and that needs improvement to make informed decisions and create successful new business models. Okay? Okay. So, here are the several reasons, no, of why value chain is crucial. Okay, so number one, identify cost savings efficiency. Okay. Okay. So meaning by examining each step in the production, and delivery process, the businesses can identify areas where the cost can be reduced and efficiencies can be improved. So this can lead to the significant savings and the more streamlined operation. Number two, enhances competitive advantage. Okay, so by understanding the value chain, it helps the company to recognize its strengths and weaknesses relative to the competitors, no? So this knowledge that can be used to develop strategies that leverage the company's strengths and address the weaknesses and creating a stronger competitive position in the market. Okay, so yun yung yung may edge tayo sa ibang businesses. So, number three, improves customer satisfaction. Di ba? So, ito yung pabalik-balik nating minimension before pa. So, improve customer satisfaction. There is a thorough value chain analysis helps the businesses to understand how each activity adds a value to the final product or service. So by optimizing these activities, the companies can now enhance the quality and reduce the cost and improve the overall customer experience, leading to higher customer satisfaction. Okay? Then number four, facilitates strategic planning. Okay? So, ang value chain analysis provides a valuable insights that inform strategic planning. Okay? So, it helps businesses make informed decisions about where to invest the resources, which areas to focus on the improvement, and how to adapt the changing market conditions. Number five, we have support innovation. Okay? So, by analyzing the value chain, companies now can identify opportunities for innovation in the products and services or processes. Okay? So, this can lead also to the development of the new offerings that meet the emerging customers' needs and drive growth. Okay? Then number six, we have promotes collaboration. Okay? So, in the value chain analysis again, often involves multiple departments and stakeholders working together to optimize the entire chain. Okay? So, this promotes a culture of collaborations and ensures that all the parts of the businesses are aligned towards the common goals. Last is number seven, increases for profitability. Okay? So ultimately, value chain analysis aims to increase the overall value of a product or a service by reducing the cost, improving the efficiency, and enhancing the customer satisfaction. Business can increase now their profitability and achieve the sustainable growth. Okay? Okay, so getting ground on a value chain analysis. Okay? So, again, number one, draw the value chain for your business. Okay, dito guys, mag-sketch ng mga lahat ng activities na involved sa pag-produce at pag-deliver ng product o services na na meron tayo. For example, then isama yung mga primary activities like inbound logistics, operations, outbound logistics, marketing and sales. Okay? And also support services like procurement, human resource management, technological development, at infrastructure. Okay? So yun, draw the value chain for your business. Number two, analyze competitive environment. Anong gagawin dito? Okay? So, suriin ang mga competitive landscape. So, i-analyze, no? Competitive landscape para maintindihan yung yung position ng product mo kumpara sa mga competitors. Okay? So, identify ang mga key competitors na meron sila, yung mga market trends also, yung anong mga trends ngayon, at mga potential threats. Kailangan mo makuha yan. Okay? Ma-capture. Number 3, identify the core strategic capabilities. So, ano yung gagawin mo dito? Alamin kung ano ang nagbubukod sa mga business mo mula sa competition. So, ano yung nagbubukod sa mga businesses, no? Ito ay pwedeng unique na resources, like for example, skills, a process na nagbibigay ng competitive advantage kaysa iba. Okay? So meron kang innovation, for example, sa process pa lang. Then number 4, evaluate bargaining power and influence of each player. Meaning, i-assess mo yung bargaining power ng supplies, customers, at ibang stakeholders, no? Understand kung paano naapektuhan ang kanilang influences sa value chain overall na business strategy. Okay? Next, we have determine the possibilities. Okay? Determine the possibilities, meaning we have to explore potential opportunities for improving your value chain. So you have to consider the areas where you can reduce cost, improve efficiency, and add the value to your product or service. Next, we have assess your vulnerabilities. You have to identify the weakness in your value chain that could be exploited by the competitors or external factors. So develop a strategy to mitigate these vulnerabilities. Okay? Next, last one, we have identify themes. So look for a recurring patterns or themes in your analysis. This could provide insights and broader strategic opportunities or challenges. Okay? Yeah. So that concludes our value chain analysis. If you have question, just PM me. If you have clarification, just PM me in our MS Teams. Okay. Then next subtopic we have. So next subtopics we have mind mapping. Okay? So, mind mapping na po tayo. Okay. So, sa mind mapping, here are our objectives. Define what is mind mapping is, understand when to use mind mapping, understand how to observe users in the natural habitat, and efficiency extract useful patterns from collected data. Okay, so first, what is mind mapping? Mind mapping is a design tool or designing tool that the majority capture a design or designer's viewpoint. So in this design process, a mind mapping facility selecting one idea from the pool of ideas and increasing the solution specificity of the product. So, when to use mind mapping to describe the process of extracting meaning from the vast amount of information. Okay? So, every notion that might flow in the humanitarian brain could be viewed as a part of the mind mapping anatomy. So the concept of mind mapping begins with a clear idea and develops into subcomponents. So you are likely across the hierarchical lines or the main branches as well as the relationship of the lines that appears as dotted lines in the mind map. Okay, so this is the example of mind mapping based on this the figure or the picture we have in our slide. Okay. So you move into a mind mapping when you feel like collected represented data from each key constituent customers, suppliers, partners, and your own operations that are given or eager to begin generating ideas. Okay? So, a mind mapping is a structure of handling the data and creating a dignified user product and proper research and materials. So, the feature must be mind mapped before wireframing the prototyping and create a solution. Okay? So, empathizing, defining, and creating make up this trinity and accelerating stages. Okay. So, I want you to watch a video. Wait lang. Wait lang. Ayan. So this is one good tool for a mind mapping activity. So you can
Hi,
use
welcome to
Google.
Coggle. Coggle is a great way to understand, organize, and share information on any topic with colleagues, classmates, or just on your own. Let's sign in and create a new diagram. Click the central item to edit the title. I'm going to use this diagram to plan an awesome new business idea. Use the plus buttons to add branches. You can add as many as you need. Click on text to edit it, or drag an item to move it around. The structure of the diagram helps to keep your ideas organized. Right-click on an item to open the context menu. Here you can change its color, remove it, and all sorts of other useful things. After you've added some items, try inviting someone to edit with you. You'll see their changes appear instantly as they make them. And you can discuss your project right here in the Messages panel, making it really easy to work on anything together. Your diagrams are saved automatically. When you're done, click the Coggle logo in the top left corner to go back to your homepage, where you'll see everything you've created so far. Log in now to get started and find out why 1 million people have chosen Coggle to organize their ideas.
Okay, so that's how we use the Google Doc in applying mind mapping. Okay, so you can use this guys also. Later, I will also share the links of another template for. So just choose guys which is best for you. You can use Lucid or you can use Google. Google. Okay. Okay, so let's dito na tayo sa how to start with mind mapping. So number one, hoard a yard scale. Okay. So this is your brainstorming phase. So lay out your ideas like like you would in a yard scale, giving each one of each space one the space it needs. Okay. Then, for example, invite shoppers. So share your ideas with others to get the different perspectives and feedback. Collaborate them and let others contribute their thoughts. Offer tours. So walk through each area and explore it thoroughly. So ensure that you understand every detail of your thoughts and concepts. Next, we'll pick out and good stuff. The good stuff. Of course, you have to identify the most valuable and relevant ideas. Then keep the best aligned with your goals and disregard the less relevant ones. Okay? So number 5, cluster it, the good stuff. So you have to group the similar ideas together And this help also to organize your thoughts and see the connections between the different concepts. Number 6, identify the insights. You have to look for underlying patterns and themes among your clustered areas or clustered ideas. Okay? So this will help you guys to define or derive meaningful insights. 7, translate insights and connections into design criteria. So based on the insights you've identified, create a set of design criteria. Then these criteria will guide the development and execution of your ideas. Last one, we have to create a common criteria list. So you have to compile a list of all the criteria you've established. Okay? So this will serve as our blueprint, no, for our turning our mind map into actionable plans. Okay? Yeah. So design criteria, the explicit requirements that the product must meet in the order to be successful, used to evaluate the product potential to be successful, used to create testing procedures. Then these things may address the performance, the product size and shapes, aesthetics, materials, safety and legal issues, ergonomics, um, environment, life cycle, maintenance, customers' needs, and others. Okay? Okay, so yun guys. So try to um, start guys with your activity. Okay, so ano yung binigay ko before? So just continue. And kailangan, deadline pala. So I will set the deadline will be ang next week. Wait lang ha. So for TN21, deadline of the activity the next TN23. Oh, wait lang. Sa Monday yung TN pala. Wait lang ha. TS pala yung Wednesday. So, bali, ang TN21 deadline would be Monday evening. Kasi magma-masterclass kayo sa Monday. Edit. So, okay. Only TS22 is 30. Kasi 30 pa yung next meeting nila. So, TS23 TS57 Then TS22, sila is Thursday. Kasi Thursday pa yung face-to-face nila. Okay. Okay, so good luck guys for your ano. So, yung kailan kaya yung yung mga dates. Sige, inform ko na lang kayo sa announcement yung mga deadlines. Okay, yung mga deadlines sa mga deliverables, yung activities natin, i-post ko na lang sa announcement, okay? So, okay, thank you guys. And if you have questions about the activity, about the topics that we have, about the discussion, just message me sa Teams. Okay? PM lang po kayo. Thank you guys and good luck.